Alrighty, cruising on here. Looks like we are up to Unit 4, the Earth Science Unit. This is a good one. Yeah, this one you have to be careful about paying tribute to the students. Different students have different views on the age of the Earth, and really, what we need to do is teach them the different perspectives, give credit and validation to each person what they think, and really honestly just realize that this is opening the discussion and that really they need to have this discussion with their parents, and it's super important with their parents, and just honor and respect each student. Here's the Westside Christian Schools statement. It does have a few things in there about FOSS and about the Christian worldview. Go ahead, read through that. I did send a letter, and Matthew Falkwood is very yeah, he sent a letter as well to his students, just kind of talking about what we're going to be taking a look at, honoring the different perspectives that are out there. And I did actually have a homework assignment where the kids would interview their parents and see what their parents believed and why. And really, it's just a respect thing, honoring the different perspectives, honoring the people that are out there. Then we go into Earth Science, few notes just to go ahead and take a look at. We would start out with the different layers of the Earth, what the Earth is actually made of. Take some notes on it, and then a fun thing that we did was we actually had an activity where I would put a cone kind of by the office, and then we'd go all the way down to Mr. Elzinga's room. We would also use the hallway kind of towards the orchestra room, and I had the kids in two groups, and they would end up using tape and meter sticks. They would measure out the whole thing, and then they would make proportions. So they would do proportionally how thick is the crust, how big is the mantle, stuff like that. And then I also had them add the deepest mine in the world, the deepest hole in the world, and the deepest trench in the ocean. I just used the hallway just to get a real good idea, concrete idea of how thick these different layers of the world are. Okay. From there, we went into heat transfer. Now, this was covered in 6th grade, I believe, so kids should know it. Let's kind of go over that real quickly and how it relates to Earth science. Talked about the Earth's magnetic field. This is where we'd spend a day and we'd really take a look at the different perspectives, young Earth and old Earth. Really, I wanted to do my best to really nail down what the two perspectives, no matter where you're coming from, what we can agree on. That God created the universe, He's in the world every day. We don't know exactly how He did it, and I want you to understand all the perspectives, decide what you believe with your family. I also want you to be successful on standardized tests, so I want you guys to know all the different viewpoints that are out there. From there, we went into continental drift, Pangea, all that, the currents inside the Earth, seafloor spreading, all that stuff, subduction, trenches, all that kind of stuff. So you can go ahead and read through that if you want to, the different boundaries. Then we went into, well, it's just a fun little video. Then we went into earthquakes, and that was a lot of fun. We actually ended up building, I have a little earthquake machine. I have to make sure I get it back. I know Dutton Christian borrowed it later on in the semester. Little earthquake machine where you can hook up a drill to. It's just a little shake table type thing. And then I had the kids build. I gave them a limited amount of balsa wood, and they used some super glue, wood super glue, cyanoacrylate, and we built little 5-story structures, and then we put on the shake table and we'd shake them until they broke. And we also strapped an iPad onto the table, and we could actually see what magnitude of earthquake their structure resisted, or at what point it actually failed at. And it was a lot of fun just seeing those things and shaking them until they break. more on earthquake stuff all the way on through here, seismographs. Continue on. Yeah, pretty good. Down here, the paddle game. This is just where I throw some vocabulary terms up. I start saying a definition. Two kids are up front with meter sticks or fly swatters or whatever you want. And then they have to hit the word that they think it is. Just a quick little game that we did that was fun. Okay, so the documents, the papers to go with it, the earth science notes, age of the earth, Christian perspective, read through that, notes on drifting continents, reading guide on earthquakes, earthquake notes. I don't know why I have two of those. I'll have to read through that. Then reading guide on earthquake safety, the vocabulary, the review questions, and the test on layers of the earth and earthquakes. So that really wrapped up this unit that we did. The next one really went into volcanoes and rocks. So yeah, that was Unit 4, Earth Science.